If we have money for all these other items, we should have money to pay those individuals. On one hand, we got grants, we got all this other money, and I think this is kind of the haze coming off of the smoke and mirrors. The reality is, if we don't have the money, we don't have the money. We should not keep on incurring more bills, more debt, and piling on to the deficit. So as we sit here, we passed a contract or an agreement that said that these gentlemen will be paid in 90 days. We should not have entered into a contract if we couldn't honor it. So as we're going through these bills, and I really mean this, I will not be approving every bill until these individuals are paid. That's just my vote and where I stand on it. Thank you. First, I want to commend Trustee Norwood, Trustee Tammy Brown, Trustee Kiana
Trustee.
Man,
Trustee.
Floor is mine, Mayor.
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. I'm gonna tell you something straight off the motherfucking press. I ain't coming for no foolishness.
I want to commend them for standing in here during these attacks.
Trustee.
No, the mayor does not want to hear
Trustee.
what he said. However,
this is why the meetings get out of order. Can you stay on track with what we're talking about, which is corporate bills? If you want to say your comment, you can say your comment after it's a motion and a second on the floor, trustee. Trustee. Trustee.
Shut up, bitch!
It's a motion and second on the floor regarding the bills. Can we stay the course?
Getting towards the bills, Mayor.
Trustee. You can make your statement after we're done with the bills, trustee.
And the budget.
Trustee.
So,
trustee. This is why we get nowhere. We get nowhere. Because you guys want it your way. Y'all don't follow no Robert rules of order. Y'all want to get out of order when y'all want to talk. But come on.
Really, the intention was to
trustee.
Until the attacks came.
Trustee.
And just go through the vote. But everybody was giving acknowledgement. So we want to talk about the bills and what the board has cut out. The bills are not being paid currently. At this very moment.
I'm going to let you finish. You out of order, but I'm just trying to show y'all how y'all be so disrespectful. And y'all expect the respect to be respect.
It's not funny, Ed.
So go to the bills.
And I will name for State Bank, which is our police vehicles, the Durangos and the Fiats for Public Works. That bill was approved by the board May of 2023. We received an email stating that those cars will be repossessed if we do not get any payment.
What? Why?
That email had been communicated already. Nobody responded. So imagine my surprise, 7 months later, I get an email and I forward the email over like I do the other 15 that I've received. No response. And then come in here and say, oh, the board cut something out. I'm going over. These construction repaved all those streets. We're happy for that. Board approved that. June of 2023, they are owed $300,000.
What the fuck happened?
Just got an email 2 days ago about the police ammunition. Hasn't been paid. Overdue, December of 23. That hadn't even been presented to the board.
Can't take much more of this shit.
So the board is approving what's needed. Another one, I'm getting calls about electricity, lights not being put on. Residents say the board hasn't approved it. Mead, which is the light post. For those who are not getting their lights turned on, board approved that. September 2023. Lights still not on. Mead still has not received the payment. So this circus that's being put on right now about put something back in the budget, we've seen there. It's been reported, and you know this gonna end up with another video.
Goddamn right.
Because we're gonna put the documentation out there. Everybody, we can come in here, say what we want to. At the end of the day, vendors are not being paid. Board approved it. The vendors are not being paid. So when you sit here and we talk about how we don't have the only item from the police budget specifically, and I'm saying that I understand from each one. I understand that everybody up there had to say what they were told to say. Let's be honest.
We do.
But I'm gonna say this. No, the police department works hard. The fire department works hard. Public Works works hard. That's why I don't take any offense at what's being said, because I know where it's coming from. But if we're gonna just talk about this in real terms, the items taken out of the departments was the overtime.
This is a Freedom of Information request we did to see how much overtime these officers are making on her security detail.
Oh, wow. 162 hours.
162. Oh, that's nothing. What goes through your mind when you see these numbers?
It's disappointing. It's frustrating.
The officers are paid every 2 weeks, which without overtime is 80 hours. But when they're put on Henyard's detail, that 80 hours balloons to well over 100 hours, sometimes 200 hours. And in the case of Officer Terry Young last May, 303 hours worked over a 2-week period. That resulted in a single paycheck of more than $13,000.
But if we want to talk about more officers, gladly, we put that in there. And I've just listed several, and I have more, items that have been approved by the board. People still haven't received the checks. Brother Moore, you prayed us in on unity. You prayed us in, and it came with the most divisive speech I heard in my life. Don't pray for me no more.
And I'm so tired of black ministers. Don't black ministers, I don't know what it is. Y'all got to explain to me why black ministers just can't.
If we're going to do this and we're going to be honest about it, let's be honest and be direct. But if we're going to sit here and keep doing this, because I really wasn't going to make no speeches. I think I was going to sit here, but it's just coming. I have a superseding motion to amend the bills as read, removing. And again, I said this the last meeting. This is set up for a fight. It's set up. I'm going to read the same things that I read last meeting because it was given to us again this meeting to approve, to take off the list. This is nothing new. This is the same stuff last time. But when the mayor doesn't get away, she puts it down there and keeps trying to shove it down your throat until you have to approve it.
You guys need to pause when it comes to order in here. You have to give respect. You guys want respect, y'all have to give it. I am your leader. I am the one that won by 82%.
That gas giveaway took place right here at the Food for Less in Dolton. It was billed as a mayoral campaign kickoff for Dolton trustee Tiffany Henyard. Some campaign legal experts we spoke with say if the giveaway didn't cross the legal line, it definitely stood right on top of it.
And whenever you tell me you need something, I'll show up and I'll do it by giving gas.
I'm going to jail. You understand? I'm going to prison.